are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the... ...30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Locke to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Locke. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully mentally into this one.
They run with Henry on 1st down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off play action. Willis rolling to his left. He completes it to Beckham. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Off the bootleg. Willis sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Seahawks, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tucker McCann now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again, Willis. It's caught by Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one, 38 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Willis. Henry's got it out on the left side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. To throw, Willis. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Pollock's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Willis. He'll buy some time right. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Off play action. Willis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Shotgun snap to Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Locke. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now this throw caught left side, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 38-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On 1st and 10, Willis. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And how'd you like to be a cornerback, having to come up to try and tackle that big man out of the backfield? Heck, how'd you like to be a linebacker or a defensive lineman? Because he's as big as all of them. Derrick Henry, not utilized a whole lot in the passing game, just 19 catches a year ago. But when you swing it to him out of the backfield, look out.
To throw on 3rd down. Willis. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Roll it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the bootleg. Willis steps away. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
They'll run it again with Henry, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, Brown, a nice catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Henry. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Willis. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Willis forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They'll look to throw again. A check down here for Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Lock. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Willis. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Willis. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Willis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Gets through and now an opening. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Throwing on first down. Willis. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Willis. It's caught. Beckham. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Off the play fake. Willis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. Well, that's one part of the equation, puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 92.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 44 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Lock going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early?
Touchdown, Seahawks! Dwayne Eskridge, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw. Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably...
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Second down, they go again with Henry. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to...